Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Arcanized, back with another movie review for you guys. I finally got out to see Tenet, and I'm here to talk about it. I was going to go see The New Mutants today, but that didn't really pan out. It's all good, though. From what I've heard, it probably wouldn't have been very good anyways. But I am here to talk about Tenet, Christopher Nolan's newest movie, starring John David Washington, Robert Pattinson, Kenneth Branagh, and some other people. So is this top tier Christopher Nolan? I would say no. But is it right down on that next tier? I would say yes. I definitely like this movie quite a bit. I do think there are issues, but I think there are far more positives than negatives to this film. First off, the concept is just so cool about inversing objects and all of that stuff, what implications that has, and exploring what that means. It was just so interesting, and to have John David Washington go through this, learning about this, and pairing up with Robert Pattinson, who's a little bit more of an expert on that stuff, I thought was awesome. Robert Pattinson's character, Neil, is probably my favorite in the movie. I thought he was excellent in Tenet. It's such a cool, interesting movie concept. Then you get the special effects team coming in along with the practical effects. Mix it together like Nolan does, and it's perfect. This movie is beautiful from start to finish. There is not really a bad shot. Like, this movie, it looks pretty gorgeous. One thing that I would say is the sound mixing is not amazing. Christopher Nolan does sometimes struggle with that. I did miss a decent amount of dialogue, or at least like pieces of sentences and that stuff. I was able to stick along with the plot, but it was too loud. Background noise was too hard to make out some of the dialogue in certain areas, so I would say that's a con. Another thing, Kenneth Branagh's villain was meh, in my opinion. I get the idea, and I get it's a spy movie, you want that kind of over-the-top villain. I just didn't really get his motivation for wanting to basically end the world. It's interesting. You know, some people I think are going to appreciate him. I didn't that much. But other than that, really all I thought was, this was just a good time. And it's one of those movies where you figure out what happened 20 minutes ago, 20 minutes later, and then you're like, holy crap, that is awesome. I had multiple moments of like, oh my god, so that's what happened 10 minutes ago. That is sick, dude. And that's kind of what Nolan does, and I think it's definitely an interesting way to do storytelling. Now, some people might get everything right on, but I do think there are going to be people who find this a little bit too discombobulating, and that's fine. But I love how they worked to differentiate inversion from time travel, because for inversion, basically, you need the regular thing to happen first to then invert that and pull it back or rewind it, essentially. So it's not like time travel where you can do basically whatever you want back in time. Everything is connected through the entropies and that type of stuff, and I just think that's awesome. So I would probably give Tenet an A-. I don't think it's quite Inception level, but I definitely enjoyed it, and I definitely think if you are into these types of movies, sci-fi, you should go check it out. It's got a great opening scene, a great final 10 minutes, 5 minutes. I think you'd really enjoy it. The music is quite good. Ludwig Göransson does a great job, as he should. He's one of the best composers working right now. I just think, again, that sound mixing is not what I would want it to be. But I still definitely thought Tenet was pretty great. Not perfect by any means, but definitely had a good time. So, thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.